Another Saturday at Super Training, doing some dynamic effort box squats. We got this Justin Randall down from Washington. These guys are using a Cambered bar, using some bands. There's Janet Lavelle doing a little bit of raw work. There's Ryan Spencer, our male model. Every gym needs to have somebody pretty to make all those fat guys look bad. Janet handling some weights. Janet likes to go raw here and there. She'll put her gear on for 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and then she'll do a week or two out of her gear. She likes to build up that raw strength. It really seems to help her and carry over with her other lifts. Notice how she's basically getting herself all fired up for each set. Here's Justin doing some squats. Justin does a pretty good job forcing his knees out, and Justin's a pretty good squatter when it comes to lifting raw. Knees were shooting in a little bit there, so that's something you want to be cautious of. You always want to try to force your knees out. Some people even give the cue to spread the floor apart. Ed Cohn gives the cue to open up your groin, and that's a good way of thinking about it, because your knees are actually just following the action of your hips. So you're trying to when you're trying to force your knees out, you're really just trying to open up through the groin or push your hips out. Robot hitting up some safety squat bar squats with some chains. Robot has a very good upright posture on these squats. And you can see, how wide he is and how far he's really forcing those knees out. Something we've been working a lot on here at Super Training. We've been working a lot on having a more forward foot position, so your feet are pointing straight ahead. Not everybody can do that. Some people have limitations in their mobility and their flexibility that don't allow them to do that and to still hit depth. But play around with it at home and see what happens. Play around with it next time you're going to do a squat, and you're going to notice that you're able to produce a lot more torque through your hips. Louis Simmons used to talk about it years ago. It used to be a method that was utilized by power lifters years and years ago, before there was ever powerlifting gear. Guys would squat really, really wide with their feet pointed forward, and it basically created like an internal suit, because you needed a certain amount of weight on your back just to get depth.